Hello everyone, welcome back to Awan Academy. So today we will be studying the topic called factors. So the question is that what is a factor? Factor is a number that divides another number in such a way that the quotient or the answer is in whole number with no remainder. Now I will give you an example to explain this definition. So let's move on to an example. So let's say that we have a number 10 and we have to divide this number by, let's say, 3. So we know that 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times 3 is 9, 3 times 4 is 12. So we will go with 3 times 3. So over here we will write 3 and we will get 9 and the remainder will be 1. So see over here that there is a remainder. When we divide 10 by 3, we have a remainder. So we will say that 3 is not a factor of 10. Now let's take another example. So let's take number 10 again, but this time we will divide this by 2. So we know that 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 3 is 6, 2 times 4 is 8 and 2 times 5 is 10. So we will write 5 over here, 10 over here, and the remainder will be 0. So this time we don't have any remainder, no remainder, and the quotient is whole number. So we will say that 2 is a factor of 10. And we will also say that 5 is also a factor of 10, because if we divide 10 by 5 we will get 2 and the remainder will be 0. Now let's take another example. So we have a question that lists the factors of 35. So we will be listing possible factors of 35. Now I will write the numbers in pair in such a way that if both numbers of the pair multiply with each other, they will give the answer 35. So let's write the first pair of number of factor of 35. So if we multiply 1 by 35, we will get 35. So we can say that 1 is also a factor of 35 and 35 is also a factor of 35. Now we cannot we know that 2 is not a factor of 35 because 2 is even number and over here we have an odd number. So all the even numbers will be eliminated. Now let's move on to 3. 3 times 10 is 30, 3 times 11 is 33, 3 times 12 is 36. So 3 is also not a factor of 35. Now if we divide 35 by 5, we know that 5 times 7 is equals to 35. So we will say 5 multiplied by 7 equals to 35. Now we know that that 5 and 7 both are factors of 35. Now one thing you should note that is the factor is never greater than the original number. Over here we have the number 35 and you will see that no factor of 35 is greater than 35. For example, 70 is greater than 35. So hence 70 is not a factor of 35. Factor is never greater than the number. It is equal to the number and less than the number. And one thing that you should also note is that 1, this is the universal factor. I hope you understood. See you next time.